What's up, everybody? It's Sports Mobster here, and today I'll preview the Saturday night football game versus the Titans versus the Jaguars, the Tennessee Titans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is going to be an awesome battle of the AFC South. Two teams that are kind of going in different directions. One team full of veterans and hard-nosed players that play tough every game, kind of on a downslide right now because their starting quarterback got hurt and they're still reeling from losing AJ Brown the offseason and the GM got fired versus a rising team with a young quarterback that is starting to look like that top 10 quarterback that everybody said he might be coming out of the draft in Trevor Lawrence. And my thoughts on this game is that for the Titans is that they have a good shot to win this game, of course, but I've the last couple of years I've been wondering about the Titans. Like they kind of do this, right? They play hard nosed football. They surprise good teams every now and then and shock them on prime time. But and a lot of it's due to Mike Vrabel's coaching. But when does the magic run out? You know, this team this year has really taken a step back, and it was kind of planned. They traded away AJ Brown. So this was kind of like a planned step back. Maybe not for Mike Vrabel. Maybe Mike Vrabel wasn't in support of it, which is why the GM got fired. I believe. Side note, I believe what happened to the Titans GM is that it was a power struggle between him and Mike Vrabel. I don't think Mike Vrabel wanted to trade AJ Brown. And when the Eagles came into town and destroyed the Titans a couple weeks ago, it opened up that wound where the guys probably beefed about trading AJ Brown away. And Mike Vrabel probably reached a breaking point and said, either I go or the GM goes. And the ownership obviously chose Mike Vrabel over the GM. That being said, I felt like they both did a good job together, so it's gonna be weird with the new ownership. Maybe Mike Vrabel becomes the GM and he has total control now. But Joshua Dobbs is probably in line to start here, and he's fun. Like he looked good against the Cowboys for a spurts. Like very aggressive quarterback when it comes to throwing down the field. But there's a reason why he's a backup, right? We saw that on the Thursday night football game against the Cowboys. There's a reason why he's a backup. He's not really the most accurate guy. Doesn't really have the great instincts in the pocket. Not really the sharpest at reading coverages. Very smart guy, but he doesn't really read coverages as fast as he should as an NFL quarterback. But he has some nice tools and physical traits. I would say that the Titans I'd say again, the Titans a 30% chance to win this game. Do I think it happens? No, because I think their luck is kind of running out. I think this is a reset season. I think they're gonna go 7-10 and be knocked out of the playoffs here, and they're gonna go into offseason, get healthy, and try to run this back next year with another year for Traylon Burks after his rookie year, a year of experience for Traylon Burks, and a year of experience for guys like Chiga Conquero and other rookies on this team that came in that was supposed to have a big impact on this team after trading away AJ Brown, but injuries, rookies walls, all this type of stuff kind of prevented that. I still trust this Titans defense going forward with Mike Vrabel heading it though. For the Jaguars, I think that this is the game that they kind of announced themselves to the NFL that they're back. They have to, this is going to be a hard game to win. It's not going to be like the last matchup a couple weeks ago where the Jaguars destroyed them. This is going to be a hard matchup. This is going to be a physical game. And I'm looking to see if the Jaguars can handle this type of physicality game. I think the Titans are a great test for the Jaguars' physicality factor. How physical can you be to win the games? How physical can you be in a win? And Trevor Lawrence has looked awesome these last couple weeks, ever since really I would say maybe the Ravens game. Yeah. Ever since the Ravens game, he looked awesome. He looked like a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Dare I say top 5 if you want to narrow it down, if you have strong opinions on Trevor Lawrence. But he looked like the guy that we all said that coming out of the draft, out of Clemson, that everybody said he was. The next Peyton Manning, the John Elway, he looks like that guy right now. He's looking like that guy right now, where the weapons around him are not really awesome outside of running back and maybe slot receiver, but he's making the most out of it. Like he's running this offense effectively. He's displaying awesome arm talent, great ability as a runner. Doug Peterson has done a great job with this Jaguars team after me a couple years ago saying Doug Peterson was the reason why the Eagles failed with Carson Wentz. It looks like it might have just been Carson Wentz. So I have to give my apologies to Doug Peterson. Obviously, he's doing a great job with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I think that the Jaguars win this game because of that. I think the Jaguars, everything's trending up for them, and there's no reason why that they're not the better team here. I think they have the better quarterback. The offensive coaching is matching the quarterback play, the offensive play calling, because Doug Peterson is doing a great job, and the defense is not great, but like they play hard, they play together, and contrary to the popular belief, they're actually pretty good against the run. They have a good defensive line against the run, and their linebackers are really the main concern in this game. So look for if you're a Tennessee Titans guy, look for guys like Chigga Conko to have a big game, and stuff guys like that. The tight ends and the running backs to have a good big game. In the passing game, Derrick Henry have a big game, of course. Maybe Derrick Henry can save the Titans season against these linebackers. For the Jaguars, the Titans secondary is kind of been reeling lately. The only guy they really have, there's only two guys in the Titans secondary I really like right now, and Roger McCreary and Kevin Byard. I think Kevin Byard, the free safety for the Titans, is one of the most underrated defensive players in the NFL. Definitely, probably one of the best free safeties in the NFL for sure, and he's always healthy. And then you have Kevin Robert McCreary, the rookie McCreary. He looks really good. A nice rookie. Makes some rookie mistakes, but he looks really good. So I don't really expect much out of. I mean, I don't think the Jacksonville Jaguars outside receivers are that great. Honestly, outside. I mean, Zay Jones is okay, but Marvin Jones is like he kind of is like a possession receiver at this point. He's kind of a guy. He just if he's not boxing out a guy, he's not gonna beat a guy on a route. If he's not boxing him out, Zay Jones looks good, but I don't know if he's like like a really really good outside wide receiver. He seems like a nice number 2 outside receiver. So I'm looking for Christian Kirk to have a big game this game, of course, in the slot. I'm looking for Travis Etienne to have a big game out the backfield, challenge these Titans linebackers who, despite kind of being no names, the Titans always have these hard-nosed, smart, physical linebackers. So that's one thing that might be a concern for the Jaguars. Um, who else am I thinking about here? Oh yeah, Evan Ingram. If they were Jaguars win this game, he has to have another big game. These last couple weeks, Evan Ingram's have been awesome, and it's coincided with Trevor Lawrence playing awesome. So obviously, those two have a great connection. The last game the Jaguars played, or no, 2 weeks ago, they played the Jets on Thursday Night Football, and there was just a snap where I saw Evan Ingram just run away from Sauce Gardner. Now that was the only catch he got on Sauce Gardner, and probably it makes sense that he ran away from Sauce Gardner on a drag, but still to be able to run away from a top 5 corner, even if he's a rookie, a top 5 corner, to be able to run away from that type of guy on a drag right as a tight end is really impressive, and just shows the amount of juice and speed that Evan Ingram has. And if the Jaguars keep on featuring him more and more, I suspect a lot of success going their way. So I have the Jaguars covering the spread. They probably are not going to dominate this game, but there's a chance they might come out and punch the Titans in the mouth, and Titans just don't have enough firepower and horses to fight back. But I think this is going to be a physical, slow win. There might be some mistakes by Trevor Lawrence, but do I think the Titans are able to capitalize? Really? No. If Trevor Lawrence might make like one mistake, and I don't think that's going to be enough for the Titans to win this game. For the Titans to win this game, they're going to need Trevor Lawrence to really like fall apart and throw like multiple interceptions, like and fumbles, like have like 3 turnovers go their way, probably, which is possible, but I just think unlikely. So these are my thoughts on the game. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Jaguars will actually surprise um do you think the Jaguars will win the game? Do you think the Titans will actually surprise the NFL once again and win on prime time? And peace.